set on the pole, the 1540 Communication S&S Paving Chevrolet, with a time of 18.267.
So we are ready to turn up the heat. Vince Gambacorta going eyeball to eyeball with Megan Fuller. And let's see what happens as they launch themselves across the line. Ciriello in car number 33. He is alongside Gambacorta, but for how much longer? Here comes Travis Haidar. And Haidar hurricanes his way into the top two. And Lafayette, who was the star of the show a week ago, he is trying to charge into third.
Well, it's working, Matt. He makes some magic on the bottom of the racetrack. Megan Fuller, I think, lost the most, but she is not done yet. They cling and they clang as they come together, and they work their magic down into turn number 2. There's no question about it. Now keep your eyes on that number 78 machine of Michael Hopkins, because he's coming to the front of the field. Brandon Michael Bissett is there, and look at Megan Fuller working her magic on the inside lane.
And let's see what Megan can do now. She shifts to the outside, so she came very close to the wall. The fastest bullet in the chamber belongs to Vince Gambacorta. Here comes Lafayette. Strong move on the inside as Lafayette trying to scamper underneath Travis Haidar. And also moving into contention is Tess Spire in car number 29.
Never count out Tess Spire, because week after week she continues to apply the pressure and makes its presence known as they rumble into turn number 1. Here comes another challenge from Megan Fuller. She works her magic on the inside of Hopkins. Battle is for position number 5. White car on the bottom of the racetrack. The deuce is wild. The number 2, after her grandfather, Jimmy McCallum, is now setting in the top 6 positions here. And now look at Hopkins, Matt. He moves to the inside, tried to take over the 4th spot from Tess. It just didn't work. And Brandon Michaels is driving very smartly and cautiously with 4 of 20 circuits now into the record books.
George Bissett Jr. just tried to make a move as he tried to crowbar her his way underneath Megan Fuller. It didn't work. And right now, the brightest blip on the radar screen, that is Vince Gambacorta. It's been a long time since he has put a win together as he started back in the Riverside Park Enduros. Here comes Lafayette. Make or break move on the inside as he is trying to rabble-rouse his way underneath Travis Haidar.
Well, it just didn't work because Travis Haidar didn't fold to the pressure, pulled him right back into line. The yellow and purple machine of Haidar continues to look racy in position number 2. Down the back straightaway, all of a sudden, here comes George Bissett Jr. looking to the outside, looking to the inside, and he can't quite get the job done. Meanwhile, Brandon Michaels thinking about those points, being very cautious with 7 of the 20 now into the record book.
Yeah, the race is not yet started for Brandon Michael as he continues to loiter behind the back bumper of Bissett. Going to work, Megan Fuller, as she is trying to comet her way underneath the 78 of Hopkins. She gave it a good shot, but Hopkins was able to hold her off.
There's no question about it when they come back to the line. We've literally got the top 10 cars bumper to bumper, man, and no one is giving anybody an inch. Now all of a sudden, Jason Lafayette is in trouble. Tess moves around. Hopkins does a spin underneath the Camerata sign in the back straightaway. Will Hopkins be able to keep moving, or will he bring out a caution?
It looks like he is trapped in Weed Whacker country. And the yellow comes out like the DNF. He has to finish every race, and he is driving conservatively in order to make it happen.
He certainly is, Matt, and we want to mention the fact that the NASCAR Wheel and Modified Tour drivers are still in inspection in the paddock area. That is the reason that they are not in Autograph Alley as we speak. Now, coming up here to Broadcast Central in just a moment, we are going to talk with the point leader's crew chief. But right now, our action shifts back to the action on the racetrack. And there's no question about it. It's side-by-side racing for the lead. Gambacorta is there, but here comes Jason Lafayette. It's no fluke that Lafayette is coming to the front of the field.
Lafayette means business on the inside, gets by Haidar. And now he is in an attacking position against Gambacorta. Beyer in third, ruffling her feathers from behind is Haidar. Now we look at Megan Fuller. She's trying to get by the 11, and she does. She is a top 4 car, and the Mad Dog, George Bissett, the Mad Puppy, is right there with her.
There's no question about it, and they continue to run side by side and wheel to wheel as they come off turn number 4. Top 5 cars run single file as they make their presence known, and Brandon Michael, the point leader, is battling right there with Travis Haidar, and he is not giving up. Matt, we've got a bid for the third and fourth position now. Look at the front of the field.
And Beyer has carved underneath the 21 of Lafayette. So Tess Beyer has rampaged her way into second. Now Fuller is holding off 2 drivers at the same time, Bissett and Lafayette. So a double workload for Megan Fuller, but she continues to be second. Here comes Trace Beyer, on fire to the inside of Gambacorta.
Trace Byers moves to the inside. They're wheel to wheel and side by side. They come off turn number 4. You could put a piece of paper between the 2 automobiles as they thunder back to the line. 12 circuits of 20 now in the record books. We've got a 4-car challenge for the number 1 spot. Megan Fuller. She promised her dad she was going to give it her all tonight, and she is doing just that. Meanwhile, George Bissett Jr., the Mad Dog, he's trying to make his presence known. Looks to the inside. Brandon Michael is running smart for the points, Matt, as they come back to the line.
As Bissett had the momentum underneath Fuller, lost it. Let's see if he can get it back. As they scoot into the second corner, Tess Beyer is pulling away, looking for her second win. Remember, she is headed to Switzerland. So this would be a good going-away present for her if she could get the win. She is leading by about the length of a luxury liner.
He certainly is. And meanwhile, that's not the story, because as you go back to second on back, there is a real battle, and it consists of 6 cars, and no one's giving up an inch. Meanwhile, keep your eyes on Chiambrello. She brought out the first caution. Here comes the Mad Dog, Bissett. Orange and white creamsicle car moves down underneath Megan Fuller. Megan keeps him tight to the bottom of the racetrack as Megan Fuller moves back up to the 3rd spot. But the big question is, Matt, for how long? Because here comes Brandon Michael. He's literally almost hooked together with the number 11 machine, and that, of course, is Travis Haidar as they run side by side at times, but that time Haidar took it in deeper than most. He maintains the spot.
It has been the Sean Hannity style of driving for Michael tonight. Very conservative as he is on the back bumper like a refrigerator magnet of the Haidar car. What about Nicole Chiambrello? She was in the dungeon at the start of the race and has climbed all the way back to 7th in this 19-car field.
And she's not done yet. She continues to apply the pressure off turn number 4. 17 laps are now up on the board. 1.5 miles left in the competition here. As they make their presence known, here comes Megan Fuller. She's going down underneath Gambacorta. Will it be a power assist from Bissett? 3 cars contending. There's the little smooch. As Megan Fuller dives in, takes over second off the turn. They work their magic back to the line as they head off turn number 4. Popsicle sticks are up. 2 laps remaining. 1 mile left in the actual competition here.
And here is Tess Beyer. She is one of the youngest competitors in the field, on the verge of getting her second win from Vermont. Here comes Beyer as she slaloms her way off turn 4.
White flag is out. Final circuit for the Rick Schnitzler machine. Tess Byers is going to celebrate not only here at Stafford, but she's going to celebrate from the mountain itself as she heads down the back straightaway for the final time. Megan Fuller in the comfort zone, in the catbird seat in second. Bissett is still there as they work their magic off turn number 4. Double checkers are out. Tess Byers will take down the win. Megan Fuller will finish in second. Bissett for 3rd. Brandon Michael for 4th. Gambacorta for 5. Tess Byers for 5th. 6th is teamed up with Justin Bonsignor and this winning combination. I know you've been with a lot of teams. I know your credentials. You are one of the crew chiefs that doesn't get recognized nearly enough for all that you've done.
I had moved south and spent a couple years working at LFR down south with Rob Fuller, and then a year at Junior Motorsports, and they just approached me towards the end of last year and asked me if I'd be interested at all in moving back home. And
Well, right now, Ryan, we're going to move to Victory Lane as the Swiss Miss. Tess Spire is with John Gates.
Okay, Tess, a good piece of driving, man. That was crazy in the beginning of that street stock feature, but man, Victory Lane 2 times now. Thank you.
Yeah, this is awesome. I cannot believe I'm here right now. The starting 7th, I knew I had some work to do, but I didn't think we were going to make it here. And I'm leaving right now for 2 weeks, and this is a great way to finish off right now.
I know you got a lot of people helping you on this street stock. Who are they?
I can't thank my dad and my brother enough, and my mom for even letting me do this. And then I got to thank Joe for setting up the car. I mean, and then I got to thank Riggs Disler as a sponsor. They help us out so much, and Williams Race Gears.
All right, Tess, have fun in Switzerland.
Thank you.
All right, Tess Spire, a winner in our street stock main event tonight. That number 29 car was absolutely flying. Let's talk to our second place finisher, Megan Fuller. Megan, car number 2, looking good, running good. You got to be pretty happy with second.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy after last week with a little miscommunication, and came back this week and did just as good. So I want to thank my sponsors, Propane Plus, Tri-State Speedway, Interstate Transmissions, Simon Eyes, Tick Bike, my dad, my uncle for working so hard on my car. It just means so much to me, all my family and friends that support me.
Certainly one of those popular drivers in the street stocks, Megan Fuller. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, second place. Let's talk to our third place finisher. Here he is, the number 39 junior, George Bassett. How you doing, George?
I'm pretty good, started 12th. I'm pretty proud of myself. I'm just trying to get these top 3 finishes because we had a couple bad nights. So I'm just trying to stay consistent as possible, run with these guys. They're really good. A couple little accidents, watching ahead, avoiding all the small stuff that could happen. So keep my eyes open, and here we are back in 3rd place and on podium.
Sponsor?
Lasker Roofing and Sheet Metal, Leaster Plumbing Heating, Bagel Man, F&M Electric Supply, LaJoy's Auto Wrecking, Goodale Mechanical, Tom Hughes Insurance, State Farm, all these guys, Bones, everybody that helps out on the car, Lasco, I already said them. But yeah, I just can't thank these guys enough. My crew, they're amazing.
Okay, George Bassett Jr., 3rd spot in the street stock main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, Autograph Alley is a...